Alright everyone, this is Garrett Pendergast. I'm giving my non-essay on free trade versus protectionism. First and foremost, I'd like to ask for your patience with me. I've gotten sick and I might be sniffling a little bit. So yeah, here we go. Let's begin. Part 1. One industry that is protected by the U.S. government is the sneaker industry. The U.S. government has put in place a 48% tariff on foreign shoe imports in order to protect U.S. companies, specifically New Balance, that have their entire production process in the United States. Companies like Nike and Adidas are definitely behind the eight ball on this one, because they have a lot of their exports or imports. They import a lot of their products from places like China and stuff like that. And then we see in the footwear industry, in 2015, the U.S. domestic exports reached $846 million. U.S. foreign exports reached $612 million, and then total U.S. exports, covering both domestic and foreign, are $1,458 million. Second part, like me being creative. One industry that does not have governmental protection is the solar power industry. The American solar power industry is not a lost industry. However, it has faced many obstacles. Specifically, companies like SolarWorld have been undercut by the Chinese corporations, as they have created much more efficient ways of solar power. And the competition has made many companies declare bankruptcy, like SolarWorld and others. And SolarWorld and others like this company here have called for stronger tariffs to protect against these manufacturers, stating that since 2012, foreign competition has cost the United States solar industry 1,200 jobs and a 27% drop in wages. However, there are some companies that have been profiting, or not exactly profiting, but not going bankrupt, and they believe that the implementation of tariffs would actually be detrimental to the U.S. solar industry, in the articles in the bottom. 2.5 ex-California industries. One major company that has recently vacated California is Nestle USA. They're the company that makes a lot of the cookies and all that good stuff that we enjoy to have. Always tastes good. They have translocated their headquarters from Glendale, California to Roslyn, Virginia. This is a major loss to California because Nestle pulls in $26 billion a year. Reasons for Nestle's move are restricting California policies on the company, as Nestle feels they're being overtaxed, overregulated, and treated like pirates. And this is not the only company that feels this way, sadly enough. And out of all the companies that have fled California, I'd love to have Nestle back, because I like their cookies. Part 3, the 5 most important industries for the United States are the manufacturing industry, as it has generated $2.09 trillion and it employs 17 million people in the United States. And then the food industry, or really the agricultural industry, in its subsequent branches, if you will, generated $992 billion, and it employs 21 million people. Then healthcare, with a ridiculous growth rate over the span of 3 years, which is incredible. Transportation industry, which generated $1.3 trillion and is constantly improving. And then finally, the energy industry, which generated $200 billion last year. And without energy, this country cannot be a country, so that is key. Finally, what I believe is the best. I believe the idea of protectionism is the best, because this protects small businesses that cannot compete with large international corporations and creates a better environment for these small businesses to grow. Protectionism also puts a stop to the exporting of manufacturing jobs in order to for these jobs to take advantage of cheap labor that really does not require a lot of restrictions and protection, all that stuff. So basically what's going on is that free trade has allowed companies to take advantage of countries that do not have very strong regulations and working rights and stuff like that. So I do not believe that is a very nice thing to do, to take advantage of people for low quality prices and stuff like that. But in the end, I do believe that free trade has a lot of great aspects, very nice aspects to say the least, as prices of goods will remain low and the quality of goods will remain relatively high. But in the end, I do believe that protectionism is most beneficial to the country's economy rather than the country's population. If there was a way to kind of meld the two and make a beneficial environment for the population as well as the economy, I believe we should put more money into funding for that. And thank you all for taking part in this adventure. Oh, wrong button.